Hi guys, welcome back to The Vanity. It's Jennifer. So today what we're going to do is an update on my project pan or makeup use up for this year. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it so I can share my progress. First off, I'm going to share a catastrophe, I guess. The end of this NYX Angel Veil popped open, and so the product is just constantly exposed to air. As you can see, it is coming out of here. So this I can no longer continue to use in the project pan, which is fine. I mean, I would say I used up probably about a third of it. I know that's not a lot, but maybe a little bit more. Because it was kind of like, I think my first update was like here, and when it was all smushed down, it was like right to like here. So I was making some pretty good progress on it, but unfortunately this guy is going to have to go. So I am just going to go ahead and toss that, but I kept it around so that you guys could know that that one had to be moved out. So I did move in this Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This one is in, I don't think this has a color. No, the Backlight Priming Filter. I forgot to mark it when I first started using it, but I did mark it now. Currently I'm like right here, and if I hold it up to the light, I can see that I'm like slightly below that. I'm not going to mark it though, because I really honestly feel like I just did that last week, and I had been using it for quite some time because it was quite a bit fuller than this. But this is the one that I am bringing in because I did also use up the Tarte Brighter Days, which was full pretty much when I started this, and this is all gone. So currently I am just using the Backlight Priming Filter only, and then I'm going to bring in other primers and just kind of keep that rolling through, just working one at a time really. I am kind of using a pore filling one from Dr. Brandt here and there, but it really just depends on the foundation that I'm using, whether or not I actually need to use that. So I didn't want to put one in the project pan. So the Brighter Days is gone. We used that all up. Next up on the list is the NYX Banana Powder. I believe on my last update I had not hit pan on this, and as you can see I have quite a bit of pan on this product. I'm also going to pop up pictures so that you guys can see. But yeah, I'm really happy with my progress. I mainly just use this to set my under eye. A lot of times if I use concealer on my eyelids, I use this to set it. I use this if I got a little carried away with like my crease color and it's too dark, I'll blend it down to kind of buff that out. So yeah, I've been liking it. I enjoy it. It's a really nice smooth powder, really soft. The banana color isn't super yellow or anything like that, so I feel like it works really nice. And like some HD powders, this is not drying, so I really appreciate that as well. Next up is the Kat Von D blush that I was using in Bellissima. I did hit pan on this as well, and again I will pop up pictures for you, but I'm super happy with my progress on this. It has quite a bit of a divot in there, so I feel like the pan's just going to continue to grow, and I absolutely love this color, but by the end of this year, whatever's not used up, I'm definitely going to get rid of this item just because it is old. So I'm happy that I hit pan. I feel like I got really good use out of this product. Next item is the Laguna bronzer by NARS. I will pop up a picture, but I'm making really good progress on this bronzer, just really expanding the pan on it. I feel like by the end of the year, I'll have no problem reusing it. Probably at some point, I will repress it. I mean, there's quite a bit of product yet in these outer edges, so I don't feel like I need to repress it right now, but definitely something I will do soon because I feel like that just helps bring the product to the middle and makes it a lot easier to get at what you want to get at. Next item on the list is the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. Very happy to say that I did hit pan on this one as well. I don't want to blind you guys with this. So as you can see there, I've got a little bit of pan in the center, quite a bit of a divot around the edges, so I'm really happy with my progress. My goal for this was honestly just to hit pan, but I do really enjoy this product, so I likely will just continue to use it through the summer. I might bring in a different highlighter so that I can start to get use of my other products, but that was the goal, to hit pan, and I definitely did that. It is the highlighter that I'm wearing today. I really like pairing this with my Flash Highlighting Balm. I put that on first to kind of get rid of that powdery look from setting my under eyes, and then I just top it with this, and then I go in with my blush. The other blush that I have, which I believe my goal for this blush was just to make a dip in the Flesh. I forget, they don't have like the big long name, but this is their powder blush in Pulse. And it was just to kind of make a divot in here. And on the close-up, you guys will be able to see. But I definitely feel like I'm making a little bit of a divot. The fingerprint design or pressed design that was in here is almost not visible at all. I can just see it just barely, but I really like this blush. This is the one I have on today, as well as the Milk Cream Bronzer in Baked. And then I topped it with the NARS Laguna. But this is the blush I have on today, and I really like that blush, and I'm going to continue to use that for sure. Even into the fall, winter, I feel like it's going to be a good color. The next item is foundation. I did already use up the CYO foundation, which was in my original project pan. I will link those videos. That's already gone. But the Revlon Color Stay Whipped, I feel like I don't have quite a lot of this left, but I feel like it's taking me a long time to use it, because I can't use it by itself. It's just too drying. It makes my skin look very old and crepey. I mean, I'm 36, so I do definitely have fine lines. I have the smile lines. It tends to settle in there today. Not today. It tends to settle in those. Today I don't have this on because I'm just kind of taking a little bit of a break. But I've been mixing it with this, a little dollop of the It Cosmetics CC cream, and then a little pea-size amount of this, and that combination seems to be really good. Applying it with a sponge, it gives a nice dewy finish. It actually lasts pretty well on my skin too after I work, you know, a whole day and I'm taking it off at 7 at night after putting it on at 7 in the morning. It doesn't look too bad. I don't look greasy. I don't look flaky. So using it in that way is how I have been using it. But yeah, I feel like I'll have no problem using this up. Probably not by the next update. Just the amount of product every day that I'm using is not significant, so I feel like I probably won't use it up by the next update. Maybe. I hope so, but I don't know. But I'll definitely have it used up by the end of the year. Okay, then the next item, unfortunately I haven't been making very much progress on this. I think my goal is just to hit pan on the Too Faced Soulmates Carry in Big bronzer. I mean, I keep making, there's quite a bit of a dip, but there's like no sign of pan coming at all. And I honestly am just focusing on this little area. And to be honest, this bronzer color, it's not quite my favorite. It's a little bit too peachy. So I really only tend to use this bronzer when I use my Flesh blush, because otherwise it matches too closely to the coral blush. So I have been trying to use it in that way. Today I didn't, but usually when I opt to use this cooler tone blush, then I use this little bit warmer yellowy orangey type bronzer. It's not my favorite bronzer. I will definitely be happy when I'm not using it anymore, but I don't feel like, oh my god, I've got to use this. It's just not my favorite. And I have other bronzers that I know I would like to use more, but this is an older product in my collection, so I feel like I just want to give it some more love. And if it's still annoying me by the next time, then maybe I'll just opt in a different bronzer or just focus on the Laguna bronzer, but that's my thoughts on it for now. As far as powder, in the last update, I did use up my Bare Minerals. I don't know if that was in the last update or not. Yeah, I don't know if it was in the last update, but I did use up the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. I believe it was. So I did opt to bring in this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 10, which is their Fairlight shade. I feel like I did mark this and then my mark went away. So I have been using it for quite a long time, actually, since the last update. I decided to bring in this powder. So currently where I marked it, I am at this line here going down. That's how full it is. And yeah, I really enjoy this powder. It does give a little bit more coverage, but it's not too matte. It doesn't look too powdery. It works well with the foundations and stuff that I'm using currently. So I really actually enjoy that powder. And when it's gone, I will definitely consider purchasing again. The next item that I thought was going to be used up by this update is this eye primer by Milani. And I'm like so close. I'm like right here, right at the bottom, but it's not gone yet. I definitely feel like I will have this used up by the end of the year, but I don't know if I'll have it used up by the next update. I'm going to try to. Some days I'm just lazy and I don't want to take that extra step to put the eye primer on, or I don't really feel like it's needed with the look that I'm going for that day, or I just decided to use concealer instead. So that's where I'm at. It's not done yet, but I did make some progress, and I will pop up pictures for you guys. The next item is the eyeshadow palette. Now I can't remember, because I didn't watch my update before I filmed this, if I had hit pan on any of the shades in the last update. I don't believe so. I think I was very close. But I have hit pan on Sultry now, which is the matte crease shade that I've been using quite a bit. And I hit pan on the like shimmery metallic white shade called Sassy. I've got significant dips in Stubborn, Selfish, and a little bit in Seductive. Also, there's quite a bit of a dip in this cranberry type shade called Sexy, and I have a little tiny dip in Sleek. The shades that I really have not used at all really is Silly, which I don't think I'm going to end up using really at all. Serious, which is the black one, and Snobby, which is this gold one. I don't know. Those ones, like I said when I did the intro to this, I likely won't use, but I'm making really good progress on this. I think for next year, if I do this, I'm not going to pick a palette to pan the entire year. I feel like what I'm going to do is once I hit pan on maybe a certain number of shades, like maybe 2, then I'll just move on to another palette to get use out of that palette as well. Don't get me wrong, I've been enjoying the looks that I've been creating with this, but it's a little bit stifling. The palette is a very everyday palette, which is fine. That's why I picked it, because I knew that I wouldn't have a problem panning it. But, you know, I don't want to wear just bronzy shades every day. And seeing that it's summer, it's quite a bit darker, sultrier than I would like to wear every day. So I've been making it work this summer so far. I mean, we're not in full summer yet, but I've been making it work so far. But that's just sort of my thoughts on it. I think for the next go around, I definitely want to switch up my palettes, because I keep looking at all my palettes now and I'm like, oh, but I want to use you, but I'm panning this one. So I've been trying to mix it in with other palettes, but I feel like that would be a better use of my collection. Anyway, yeah, so that's it for my update, guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying this and keeping up to date on it. Again, this was in collaboration with 2 other ladies here on YouTube, so I will go ahead and link their updates in the description bar down below, and I hope you guys check that out if you're over here from their channels. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you subscribe and stick with me if you like the video, and let me know in the comments below, you guys, on the items that I've already hit pan on, and that was my only goal. If I continue to use them, do you want me to continue to update you on them, or just show you the items that I'm still trying to work through? I don't want the video to get too lengthy if it's not needed or not wanted, but if you guys are interested in those updates, definitely let me know in the comment section so I know what you guys want to see. But yeah, thanks so much again for joining. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch one of my videos. I know everybody's time is precious, and again, thank you so much for spending some of that precious time with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!